And we are back. Fifth game of the day sees Milton Keynes in the red taking on Bath in the blue. And we have our first lead jammer of the day, of the game rather, is Pip for Milton Keynes. Meanwhile, Limp Fisted is being recycled again and again, again and again and again. And Pip is lapping.
Just getting passed over the paintboat there, though, as Limp Fisket done the initial pass. Pip with a bit of a pirouette at the end to check in with the bench, calling off the jam. Okay, so we have Banshee on the jam line for Milton Keynes with Ginger Witch of Bath. Bath in the blue, Milton Keynes in the red. Both jammers sprinting on the outside line. It is Ginger Witch who pushes through in the middle to take lead. Meanwhile, Banshees with the hit out on the inside line by Lily Davida Loca. Banshees taking the star off, so has the opportunity to pass, should they choose.
Lily picking up a penalty there, going to take a seat in the box, meaning pack advantage is now with Milton Keynes.
The star has been passed over to Dancing Diamond of Milton Keynes.
Nice little fake out there by Diamond.
Meanwhile, Ginger Witch on another scoring pass now.
Scores are currently evens on 8 points apiece.
Bench indicating to keep it going, so looking to clear the penalty box. Ginger Witch is on another scoring pass, manages to get through the middle of that Milton Keynes wall. And calling off the jam, denying any more points to Milton Keynes.
Okay, and I think we may well be seeing our closest game so far today. With 18.5 minutes to go, we are tied on 12 points apiece.
Ooh. I did think from seeing these teams going before, I figured this could be close. It could be exciting.
I had a similar thought process. Okay, so we've got Limp Fisted and Airy Fairy as your jammers.
Airy Fairy on the outside line.
Nice.
A great clear out of Milton Keynes wall, but...
Fisted on the inside.
Yeah. Limp Fisted with the offensive blocking as both jammers coming up to the wall, forcing the call off before either can get any points on the board. So we have Pip up to jam with Ginger Witch.
No points for either team in that jam. Looked like a decision was made by both jammers right at the start there, both of them stepping inside and outside, Pip and Witch respectively. Both jammers are out, but Pip is your lead.
Pip now on for a scoring pass with a beautiful clear of the inside line by Dancing Diamond. 4 points picked up and calling off a jam. So that's Banshee and Limp Fisted on the jam line. Limp Fisted taking the outside, narrowly avoiding Dancing Diamond to take lead for Bath.
Lily Lavina Loca with the recycle.
Banshee has taken the start off, looking to pass to Dancing Diamond, who takes it and is running. They're out. Limp Bizkit on for another scoring pass using the gaps made by the teammate, calling it out from the air as over the painbow sends Limp Bizkit flying.
Did they do a barrel roll?
I think they might have.
Love it. Not seen a barrel roll in years.
They were definitely like airborne while calling off the jam, which is something I always want to see.
Yeah.
Every time. Even if you've not been hit, just do a little jump and then call it. Makes it better.
Like a tuna swimming upstream.
Yeah, exactly. Airy Fairy taking the lead for Milton Keynes.
Meanwhile, Ginger Witch being taken off on the inside by Over the Painbow and recycled, which has removed the star cover. Looks like they're potentially looking for the pass. Dancing Diamond and Cyberjammer just shutting them down. That's not witchcraft. It's not. I checked. Not. Meanwhile, Airy Fairy is said, I see those points. I will have them. Pop them in my sac magique. I told you I had some other French. But we have two blockers in the box. My apologies. One for each team. No, now it's a pack advantage to Bath. Things are happening faster than I can say words.
That's fine. It's roller derby. That's how it's meant to work. So Ginger Witch did a little star stash there for the initial pass, forcing the call off.
Okay, so we're 14 minutes and change remaining. 20 points to Bath. But the first time today, we have Milton Keynes in the lead with 28.
Ooh. Pip on the jam line, hoping to keep that momentum going for Milton Keynes. Up against him is Limp Bizkit, sprinting down that inside line and denied the pass as Pip gets through as lead jammer.
Beautiful takeoff by Cyberjammer. Elevator and Cyberjammer holding things down until the rest of the pack are able to get back on track. Proof that the pack advantage doesn't always mean prizes.
No.
I messed up my analogies there.
Doesn't mean prizes.
Oh, in my head it was something about points mean prizes.
Okay.
Like on Bullseye.
180.
There you go. Those who are familiar with my commentary style will know that my pop culture references are always current and up to date.
I just want to know which team is going home with a speedboat.
We're taking the speedboat.
Yes, mate. Right, we have got... I got distracted by speedboats. That's Milton Keynes taking the lead jammer, and that is Banshee.
She ran down that inside line. That was beautiful.
Meanwhile, Ginger Witch up in the front, just passing those last couple of blockers to get out for the initial pass. Banshee and Witch neck on neck, but Banshee trips over their own feet and calls off the jam.
It's the lesser spotted roller derby sniper.
Exactly. Sometimes it just be like that.
Sometimes it do be like that.
So Airy Fairy and Limp Bizkit on the jam line.
We got ourselves a full 80-wheeler.
I got so confused by an 80-wheeler. I sat here doing maths going, what?
All 80 wheels on track, nothing in the box.
Airy Fairy takes lead.
Huge hit from Over the Painbow there.
But Over the Painbow looking to do a recycle, but Limp Bizkit managed to stay in bounds. So was able to just run away with it and take the initial pass. That is Banshee getting through and calling off the jam, but not before Bath picked up 2 points.
So with 11.5 minutes remaining, we have Bath on 22 points. MK still in the lead with 40.
Pip and Ginger Witch on the jam line. Pip taking a whip on the outside line from Cyberjammer. Sees them take lead. Ginger Witch with the big recycle back on the outside. Managing to separate out the Milton Keynes wall, but taken out by their own blocker. Big hit on the outside by over the paintbow, seeing Ginger Witch go all the way back.
Ginger Witch still with Star in hand. Their pivot right at the front of the pack.
Ginger Witch looking to do some offensive jamming, but Pip takes them out as they go through.
It looks like that was a, I believe it was a legal hit, but it was a pretty hefty hit.
Yes, I agree.
So it looks like it was just taking a moment for Ginger Witch to gather themselves up. Our medic has headed over, so we are just going to take a moment. Looks like we've called an official timeout, I believe.
Yes.
Thank you. As we've mentioned before, the safety and well-being of skaters, officials and all is our main concern, so we'll take some time.
Yeah.
Just give you a quick scores update as it currently stands. I believe time remaining is about 10 minutes. 22 points to Bath, 48 to Milton Keynes.
So obviously we've got the 21-minute jams with it being a Sevens tournament because it's a little bit shorter games because we've got less skaters.
Yes. Yes, so yeah, of course, Sevens tournaments, 21-minute games, running to a hard clock as we established earlier in the day, meaning that when it hits that 21 minutes, the game ends. And it's reduced number of penalties because we're skating at a shorter time frame.
Yep.
I believe it's 5 penalties to foul out. No official reviews. I believe each team is entitled to 1 timeout.
Yep.
But the game clock will continue to run. So I don't think any of our teams have used timeouts today.
No.
They've just chosen to get all the time in, all the game time in.
Well, when you've had 2 years having to be off skating, you want to try and make up for lost time.
Absolutely. Don't blame them at all. But yeah, and teams of 7 skaters. And a full remit of Sevens tournament would be 7 teams.
So it's 7-7-7.
Yeah, makes for a reasonably long day, but it's very enjoyable. The format originally created by 2 legends of roller derby, John Webb and Caroline Grace, as you may remember their names as Xavier Bacon and Phoenix in Flames.
Oh, see, I didn't have a clue who you're on about until you talk derby names.
There you go. In conjunction with Essex Men's Roller Derby. I believe Mr. Mike Bromfield was involved as well. Old Brommers with BBC. Yeah, they're fantastic format. You know how when you get really excited about roller derby and you talk to people who don't know about derby?
Yes.
That's what I was like when I first found Sevens, talking to roller derby people.
Yes, because it's like, look at this new exciting thing that no one's heard of.
Yes. And speaking of exciting things, we've just had Limp Fistit run down the outside line and pick up lead jammer status for Bath as we get back into the action.
We have got a star pass over to Dancing Diamond for Milton Keynes, forcing the call off, but not before Limp Fistit takes 4 points. And they're going to go back on for another go.
They're hungry for the scrimmage. 27 points for Bath, plays 50 to Milton Keynes. And this is probably the most times I've said Milton Keynes today since I moved from there nearly 6 years ago.
Airy Fairy takes the outside line, just 1 blocker to pass, and they do with lead jammer. Limp Fistit out for the initial pass.
Blocker down for MK. Airy Fairy pushing that 3-wall at the front of the pack, calls the jam. Really great track awareness.
So that was 3 points picked up, denying any points for Bath. We've got Pip on the jam line. They are taking on J for Gendetta, for Bath. First time starting with the star today.
Indeed.
I mean, they've taken a couple of star passes, but this is the first time they're starting on the line. Oh, big jammer offensive hit. So I believe J for Gendetta believed they had a penalty and went for a sit down, but they didn't. So the referees have signalled for them to return to the track. So J for Gendetta is back on track, but with star in hand. So the possibilities are endless. All the possibilities are getting out for initial pass. That too.
Yeah, I think the cows had spotted her sit down for the assumed penalty.
Yeah.
And had discounted her as a threat. And obviously, she returned to track with star in hand. They weren't looking out for it. I believe it was a false start. That's what it sounded like. Trying to catch from, obviously we've got headsets on, but that's what it sounded like. I could hear one of our OPRs call. Obviously, false start isn't a penalty; it's a warning.
I was about to say it's a warning, and it's where a lot of skaters trip up. A lot of them assume it's a penalty. When it's not, this is why it helps to be a roller derby nerd. So Banshee has taken the lead for Milton Keynes. Limp Bizkit really sprinting up ahead with Dancing Diamond, who just ran out of engagement zone and couldn't chase them any further.
Absolutely sublime control from Diamond, though. I've also got something in my head. Engagement zone to the tune of Danger Zone.
Yes.
Yeah. I might have to go and sing it to her when we're done.
Okay, that's fine. We've got Airy Fairy on the jam line. Ginger Witch back on track.
6 minutes, 20 seconds, 27 to Bath, 65 to MK.
Airy Fairy taking lead. So a fence from J for Gendetta.
Ginger Witch still looking for the initial as Fairy comes round on her first scoring pass, breaks through that wall, and she's through on that first 4 points.
Meanwhile, Bath still fighting for that all-important initial pass with a shove through onto Ginger Witch. That is the initial pass done. As Milton Keynes are on for another scoring pass. Calling off the jam with 3 points. Yes, you are right to woo Smasher Cake. That was some good blocking.
She wooed at SRT, sat watching, and they wooed in response. It was quite nice.
Yeah.
We lost some mutual wooing.
Mutual wooing.
Have we developed our own hive mind?
I think so.
Yeah, I like it. Lead jammer going to Pip. Meanwhile, Limp Bizkit sneaking out the inside, just managing to slip past over the paintbow.
Beautiful weave around the inside line, sees Pip get all the points and call off the jam, but not before Bath picked up one of their own. Banshee and Ginger Witch on the jam line. Joe Fagenda looking to do some offense to clear the inside line, which is quickly closed down by Over the Painbow. That has been a star pass over to Dancing Diamond, but lead is picked up by Ginger Witch, who calls it off immediately because Dancing Diamond was about to get some points.
Yeah. No point.
No point.
I was just running through the mental Rolodex. I was like, do I know that in any other language? No. No, I don't.
El numero uno. No, that's one. I
That's
failed.
That's the number one.
Oh, so close. I tried. Someone who was really trying is Limp Bizkit, who's just got lead jammer. Oh, man.
An effort was made.
Yes, I tried, okay? I'm painfully English. I don't know languages.
Airy Fairy chasing them down, forcing the call, and that's going to be 3 more points on the board for Bath. An unanswered point, managed to call it off before Fairy got into the thick of the pack. 31 plays 76 in favour of MK, moving into the final chunk of this game. 2 minutes 40 remaining.
A jump round the outside line sees Pip get lead jammer. A big hit on the outside by Cyber Jammer, recycling back Ginger Witch. Meanwhile, Pip out in front with just a pivot to pass. They do so, get the 4 points. So we have got a pivot with Star in hand, but they are being indicated as not the jammer. But that was enough for Pip to go, now I'm done now, called it off.
I was going to say, I heard a couple of whistles being blown, and I was like, I can see one blocker heading to the box.
Yes.
Were there multiple penalties, or are they just calling the same thing?
From what I believe of the jam ref, it looked like they were trying to indicate not the jammer to the pivot. I could be wrong. Oh, no. Yeah, so the jammer's sitting down for a penalty, so it's power jam start for Milton Keynes, which means Ginger Witch must have got the penalty while still a jammer.
Absolutely. Really nice pack work there from MK, straight off the line, kind of ensnaring the Bath wall, pulling them phrases you never thought you'd say, ensnaring the Bath wall, pulling them together to make a nice open space for Banshee to get round the outside, pick up lead, bag 4 points. She has frozen Bath's jammer into the box, so MK will get one more jam, I believe. Yes, yeah, we've got 45 seconds left on the game clock, so just about.
So we're starting with another power jam start because Ginger Witch is still locked in the penalty box. Airy Fairy getting lead for Milton Keynes. Ginger Witch out of the penalty box with Star in hand. Looks like Milton Keynes have spotted them though.
Airy Fairy through for a 4-point pass. Star stash from Ginger Witch.
And there's the jam called off by Airy Fairy.
And that is game. I believe, yeah, there we go. We will, of course, wait for the official final scores. But that was absolutely stonking, I don't know.
I enjoyed every moment of it.
I truly did. I'd just like to say that I'm incredibly proud of Milton Keynes.
As your original roller derby home.
Yep. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be doing this today.
There you go, Milton Keynes creating roller derby celebrities.
Your official final scores, folks, 31 points to Bath. And your winners on this 5th game of the day with 92 points, Milton Keynes Roller Derby's Concrete Cows.
So then our next game coming up is the final game of the day, am I right in thinking? Yes, so final game of the day will be SWAT versus Severn Roller Torrent. We are going to take a short break while you just skip straight to the next game, and we'll see you at the next one.
We will see you there.
Bye.